How do you change people's minds? That's why I posted the pictures, right? Like, yes, I knew it was going to be shocking. Like, I knew. I wasn't just trying to make people mad. I was trying to expose them to something that over time I want to be normal. I don't want to have to walk into a bathroom and feel afraid. I think that's where people get tripped up on, oh, this is rage bait. No, it's not rage bait. It is something that you're not used to seeing. It is a conversation that is being intentionally started to get you used to ideas you're not familiar with.
Right. Perfectly normal behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It is your host JD. I hope you're all doing well and you've all had a great day so far. Now in today's episode, as you can all see, once again, we're going to be talking about everybody's favorite TikToker, Lilly Tino. Because the controversy Lilly Tino caused by going into the women's bathrooms at Disney, where they not only bragged about going into the bathrooms, but also, as we know, took pictures reviewing them, is still being spoken about. Because people cannot believe what an insane world we live in. People are tired of men identifying as women and going into women's spaces, bathrooms, because they should not be in there. And this has led to influencer Jeffree Star calling out Lilly Tino in such a brutal way and saying a few things I think everybody is going to agree with, and Lilly Tino has actually responded to this with a TikTok full of excuses, as you would expect. Now before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, if you could, as always, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, share this video, and let's get into it. Defiant L's post on X, Jeffree Star goes ballistic on Lilly Tino for invading women's spaces, says we have to protect women and children at any cost, and let's take a listen.
Nowadays, we have grown men with beards wearing dresses going into the women's restroom. When I was younger, any normal person that felt like they were born in the wrong body was trying to be passable, and they were really wanting to live their life as a woman. And if you really think psychologically you were born in the wrong body, unfortunately, it's like a mental illness. But people hear illness and they just have a full spiral. So this new age of weirdos and trying to pretend they're trans or pretend they're this and harm women and children, that's my issue. So there is this piece named Lilly Tino who is pretending to be trans and recently went into the women's restroom at Disneyland. Disneyland's for children. Yes, there's adults that like Disney. We know that. And the camera's rolling. I'm sorry, there's a 7-year-old that just walked behind you. Why the are you in a little training bra and lipstick, clearly with a man's voice, in the women's restroom filming? Rage bait, attention. These things did not exist 10 years ago. So people love to misconstrue what I said, and that's really what I meant. And I think that we should be protecting women and children at all costs these days with so many weirdos out there on the internet.
Now, I don't see much wrong with what he just said there. In fact, he makes a few good points, and it just highlights once again how insane society has become. And we do need to protect women and children at all costs, which is why a lot of people, with common sense anyway, have an issue with men identifying as women and going into women's spaces, because it does create a safety issue. I know these woke liberals like to deny it, like they deny everything to do with truth, reality, common sense, but it does create a safety issue. I mean, men don't even have to do anything today. All they have to do is say, oh yeah, I'm a woman, in that deep voice, and then they're given access to women's spaces. Men like Lilly Tino, man, they ain't even trying.
I am deeply hurt because of the amount of hate that I've gotten.
Listen to that voice. It's deeper than mine. And I'm tired. Look at that walk. That's a man on a mission right there. And you know what? These people, they don't even have to try, because this liberal society has said, well, as long as a man says they're a woman, then that is the truth. So when you make it that easy, of course, women especially are going to grow more concerned with this issue when any dude can just walk into their spaces. It's not offensive or a buzzword for women wanting to feel safe in their own spaces. What is so hard to understand about that? I'll never know. But as I said, Lilly Tino has responded, and it's a truly, truly awful response. Take a watch.
So there is this piece of named Lilly Tino who is pretending to be trans and recently went into the women's restroom at Disneyland. Disneyland's for children.
I took those photos with a very clear goal in mind, which was to show a non-passing trans woman existing peacefully in a bathroom. There are a lot of opinions out there, especially from people like Jeffree, that we're faking it, that we are, just in bathrooms to cause trouble and hurt women and children, and none of that's true. It's ridiculous. Like, we are in the bathroom for the same reason as you. So it begs the question, how do we solve the problem of people see us, they're afraid because of what they've heard, it's not actually true? How do you change people's minds? That's why I posted the pictures, right? Like, yes, I knew it was going to be shocking. Like, I knew. I wasn't just trying to make people mad. I was trying to expose them to something that over time I want to be normal. I don't want to have to walk into a bathroom and feel afraid. I think that's where people get tripped up on, oh, this is rage bait. No, it's not rage bait. It is something that you're not used to seeing. It is a conversation that is being intentionally started to get you used to ideas you're not familiar with.
The delusion and the entitlement, I tell you, is strong with this one. And then the point made, by the way, about him taking pictures in these bathrooms because he wants to expose people to something that he wants to be normal. Notice how it's all about him, right? But it's not normal, newsflash, for men to be going into women's spaces and then to try and normalize it by taking pictures in these bathrooms with women in the background, and they've not even given their consent to you to take pictures, is creepy behavior. And then we move on to the next part of entitlement. He doesn't want to feel afraid going into bathrooms. It is not about you. I have never heard so much entitlement, me syndrome in all my life. But then again, it's not just Lilly Tino that thinks this way. It is every single woke liberal activist. It is all about them and how they feel. It is more important for these people to feel okay and safe in a space that they shouldn't be in than the women whose space it actually is. Make it make sense. That is complete insanity. I'm done with this planet. Get me off. Thankfully, there is some positivity because the comments on this video, they ain't having it either. One person goes on to say, it's not about you feeling afraid, it's about the women and children feeling afraid. I don't want to go into a bathroom and be afraid either. Women don't want to walk into a bathroom and feel afraid either. So why is your fear more important than ours? It's our bathroom. TikTok was so much better when you took your break. I think you should do it again, but permanently. What about the children that feel scared when you walk into the bathroom? It's not always about you. So we're all pretty much in agreement here, which is shocking. I don't often agree with TikTok, so I think the world is actually truly ending. But we're all in agreement that LiAly Tino cares more about how he and other men feel in women's spaces than actual women. How did we reach this point? It's 2025 and this is what is going on. Yeah. Our society is truly a great place. I am actually very proud of the society we have. But leave your thoughts down below, ladies and gentlemen. What are your thoughts on the video we played of Jeffree Star calling out LiAly Tino and then LiAly Tino's response? I'd like to know. Welcome to 2025, our stunning and brave liberal society. It's a great time, it really is. If you have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like rating. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, turn on bell notifications so you never miss a video, share this video. But until next time, it has been your host JD. Have a great day, stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.